I'm reviewing two entry-level Synco mics today. The newly released Synco M3, which is this guy here, a shotgun microphone, and the Lav S6E. Well, it's actually on me right here. Now the Synco M and S series mics are aimed at ordinary filmmakers, people starting out, and they're priced quite aggressively. The Synco D series, which is not in scope, are for the professional filmmakers or people like myself that want to achieve professional results. Now this is an important distinction because I'm going to be putting the Synco microphones up against entry-level professional mics like the Tascam DR10L and the Video Mic Pro, as well as in-camera mics to help you make an informed decision. But first, let's take a look at the price. You're going to be surprised by this. The Tascam lavalier mic costs $199.99 compared to the Synco Lav S6E. It retails for $22.90. That's a multiple of 8.7 times. And really, that's a huge difference. Now, looking at the shotgun mics, the Video Mic Pro costs $229, whereas the Synco M3, it costs $59. And that's a multiple of 3.9 times. That, too, is a pretty big price gap. So how can these Synco mics hold up against professional mics? I know what you're thinking. Simon, stop. This is not how reviews are done. Reviews compare products in their own class. No one would dare compare an entry-level mic against an entry-level pro mic. True. Look, my approach is different than most reviews, but don't you research products this way? You identify capabilities in a mic or a product that you're looking for. You search out reviews on the best shotgun or lav mic across different price ranges, trying to find a product that you're going to be happy with. You want good natural sounding audio that gives priority to your speech while cutting down on background noise, but you still care about price and quality. I'm going to compare the Synco mics against the in-camera mic as a baseline. If you're using the in-camera mic, you won't want to miss this review. I'll also review the Synco mics against the more expensive Tascam and Rode mics so you can hear if there's enough of a difference to spend significantly more. Let's get into it. Hi, I'm Simon. Thanks for tuning into The Ordinary Filmmaker. If you're new here, subscribe to get notification of new videos like this one so you don't miss any news, rumors, or tutorials. And all the links to everything I talk about in this video, including gear discussed and the Synco Lac mic contest giveaway details, are placed in the description down below, along with my affiliate links. So if you need camera gear and you also want to help support this channel, consider using my affiliate links down below for B&H and Amazon. And if you're in Canada, give Patrick a call at Downtown Camera. So how do I sound? You're hearing me from the Canon R5's internal microphone. Now this microphone is better than most cameras, but it really should be as the camera costs nearly $4,000. So what does an in-camera microphone sound like on a more inexpensive camera or more affordable camera like the Canon 70D? These in-camera mics pick up every sound. They're not focused on you. My studio's pretty quiet, but when there's a lot of background noise, the results are terrible. The audio at best is distracting, and at worst, it's absolutely irritating. After purchasing your camera, lens, and all the accoutrements like storage, UV filters, and a camera bag, you really should consider a microphone. It makes a huge difference. Entry-level mics will offer you far better audio than an in-camera microphone any day. I'm now speaking to you through the Synco Lac microphone, the S6E. Notice how much more full my voice sounds. There's less hiss, and my voice comes through sounding full. An improvement over the in-camera mic, right? And for what? $23? You can't even get a good SD card for that price. But wait, let's listen to the $200 Tascam DR10L. Not a huge difference over the Synco, but a definite refinement and improvement of the sound is definitely apparent. The Tascam provides a base recording unit that gives us much greater control over the audio. Let me show it to you here. It's this little guy here. It's not wireless. Everything I say gets recorded into here. It has a separate memory card and a separate battery. But what I like about it is that it can be used to powered lav mics. It has built-in limiters, dual recording levels with different dB levels, a low-cut filter, control over bit length, and many more capabilities. But it is a wired mic, and there are more advanced, more expensive lav mics, wireless mics, and so on. And the price for this stuff? It only goes up. It's very easy to spend all your money in filmmaking and photography. But let's get back to the Synco mic. This is The Ordinary Filmmaker. I'm here to show you the importance of a good microphone for your work, whether it be family work, videos, or wedding. I find that shotgun mics work best for most ordinary filmmakers. Shotgun mics can provide a much better ambient sound without sounding hollow, but I'll start off with internal mics, move to lapel mics, and then finally shoot with a couple of shotgun mics. It's important to test a mic inside and out as results can vary dramatically. Can't speak. Now right now you're hearing me on the Canon R5's internal microphone. It's not bad, but it's not something I would use as my main audio source for family videos, let alone YouTube work, and the wind that's picking up right now is probably not looking so good. But using the internal mic as a background audio source to capture birds and other animals is a useful technique for providing better sounding or more full sounding audio, but make sure you drop the dB level of the in-camera mic in post to about -6 to about -8 dB. And while the R5 does have a better internal microphone than many cameras, it's pretty representative of modern in-camera mics found in most affordable entry-level cameras. This is the Synco Lac mic. It's an omnidirectional mic, so it records audio from all directions. So the mic doesn't have to be pointed directly at your head. It also has some built-in filters to reduce background noise. It's truly amazing what $23 can do. I wish I'd known about this when I first started out many years ago. Finally, this right now is the Tascam DR10L. The audio source is more refined, and while background sounds are reduced, they're more accurate and less constrained. That's the main difference between an entry-level mic and an entry-level professional mic. We do get refinement, but it definitely comes at a price. All right, let's get back to the Synco. I was pretty impressed with what came with the Synco Lac S6E. It comes with a clip needed to attach the mic onto your shirt, 2 cotton wind muffs, and a dead cat for those extra noisy environments. It came with a battery, a carrying bag, and if you can believe it, 20 feet of cable, because this hooks directly into the back of the camera and not into a base recording unit. So if you're serious about professional filmmaking though, or you're looking at doing event work or becoming a wedding videographer, the Synco M and S series mics really aren't for you. You want to consider their professional range, their D series, or a competitive product. But if you're starting out, are restricted as many of us are without a large budget, the Synco provides you with a much better audio than than what you get with the in-camera mics, and it's good enough for getting started with YouTube, at least until you can save up for some professional gear. A low-budget mic is much better than in-camera anytime for capturing people speaking. I really do love lavalier mics. I use lav mics in all my YouTube videos because, well, I move around a lot. I move in and out of the frame, I lean over to grab stuff as I did just a few minutes ago, or I just sometimes fidget in my seat, and the lav ensures that the audio is always clear because it's always the same distance from your mouth. But for fun and gun work, well, I prefer shotguns. You just have a natural tendency to aim the camera right at your audio source. There's no worries with that. And the shotgun fits right into the hot shoe. And I really think that shotguns can be used for this scenario too, but you really need to make sure that the mic is only a few feet away from your face, just out of frame for best results. Right now I'm probably about 5 feet away, so the audio is not going to be the best for probably either mic. It's going to be a little bit constrained, but when you're doing run and gun, you're moving around, it should be okay, but let's go ahead and take a look. Both shotgun mics are placed on top of the R5, which puts them about 4 to 5 feet away from me. I know, it's not ideal for capturing audio in this scenario. For best results, I really need to place the shotgun as close to me as possible, just outside of the frame. I tend to use a shotgun mic when I'm mobile, chasing my son, traveling, or any other outdoor activity. I don't have to mic up the entire family, and the audio is usually good enough for family run and gun type needs. Yes, it is raining on me. The weather is changing like crazy. We've had rain, we've had cloud, we've had sun, and every 10 minutes it's changed, which is why I'm in a different location right now, but I've also cropped the camera in a little closer to give the shotguns a bit of a better chance. All right, let's get back to the review. Now, not all cameras do have a headphone jack. Now, a headphone jack is great for monitoring the quality of the audio being recorded, helping you determine when you need to adjust any settings like gain or high pass filters. If your camera doesn't have a headphone jack, no worries. The Synco M3 has one built in. My more expensive Rode mic, my Giveaway Pro, it doesn't even have this feature. It has a headphone jack on the back side of the mic, and I think this is a really nice touch. It really shows that Synco is listening to their customers and providing a better customer experience. This is the Rode Giveaway Pro. Do you notice a difference? It's a little more refined and full sound, but that's really not surprising since it costs nearly 4 times the price. Now, this review is not about showing off the best lav mic or shotgun mic. It's about letting you hear the difference between in-camera mics and the big difference an entry-level mic can allow. Then letting you hear an entry-level professional mic and what they can offer. If you're still using an in-camera mic, I hope this video allows you to see the potential of where you can go, even if you're making family videos. Stepping up the audio elicits a deeper emotional response. These are memories that you're creating, and audio really makes a huge difference. I could have gone into detail about things such as high-pass filters, the importance of having a headphone jack, or being able to record 2 audio tracks at once. But I wanted to focus on the audio capabilities and the results that you could get if you chose one of these microphones. If you do choose the Synco M3 or the S6 for your setup, play around with it. But one word of caution: don't get too creative. Any changes you make to the settings can't be undone later, whether it be on a bass unit here, on the microphone, or in the camera. It's best to leave a lot of these filters off and apply them in post, where you have the ability to click undo. I've been filmmaking for almost 10 years now, and I plan on doing it for at least another 10 years to come. When I purchase gear based on my current budget and the results that it can deliver. But I also have a YouTube channel, so I'm a little bit less ordinary than I was a year ago. The Tascam DR10L and the Rode VideoMic Pro are indeed very good microphones. I love the quality that they offer me, but I wish I'd known about the Synco mics when I was starting recording many years ago. The majority of my viewers don't live in the United States, and most have to deal with unfavorable exchange rates that increase the costs of everything considerably. $23 for a lav mic still translates into something affordable outside of the US, as does the Synco Mic M3. But as always, develop your own capability map. Identify which audio capabilities that you need and which ones are mandatory, and then compare which one's best for you. The one thing I can tell you and recommend, that any microphone, or at least almost every microphone, is going to be better than trusting the audio from an in-camera microphone. And at $23 or $22.90, you really can't go wrong with this. Oh, and one last thing. I'm actually going to be giving away this Synco microphone, the S6E that I've been reviewing here today. All you have to do to have a chance to win this is to subscribe to my channel. If you're already a subscriber, you're already entered. Just make sure that your subscription is visible. Once my channel reaches 20,000 subscribers, which is only 7,000 away, I'll be holding a draw, and I'll use a random number generator to give away this microphone. If you have any questions, drop me a comment in the comment section down below. But that's it for now. Thanks for watching The Ordinary Filmmaker. We'll see you again soon.